Hi, everyone. This is Val with Dragonfly Crystals with another Akashic Record reading free session with Linda De Gonzalez, Viviane, and Diana Bowles. So we are so excited to do this for you all. And I know a lot of you have left comments saying how much it means to you and what you've experienced energetically. So we really appreciate hearing that from all of you. And I do have Viviane. I'm sorry, honey. Are you typing?
I just need to mute myself. Sorry.
Can you, if you type, can you mute this?
Yes.
It's like a drum beat.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so
quick. Her typing, her little fingers are flying.
They're flying so hard.
I forgot. Sorry.
At first, I thought one of my dogs had, one of their crinkle toys.
Yeah, like that. So, I just want to say hi to everyone in the chat. And, so far we have 4 questions starred because I know there are a lot of shows going on right now. And we might have to scramble for some questions because everybody's watching. Well, I won't say who they're watching. They're watching us.
They're watching us. We have 29 people, so we're good.
We're getting some people. So put your questions in there. Try and be specific. About your spiritual journey. You want to know about what your life path is, or, something related to that. So I'm just going down to see if I've gotten any more questions. So I do. Okay. I've got one from Lori. Okay, I'm at the bottom. Okay, here we go. So what I'm going to do now is we're just going to take 3 deep breaths in, and I'm going to say a prayer of protection. So we're going to start by taking a deep breath in, holding it at the top for a few beats, and then exhale through the mouth. And another deep breath in, holding it at the top for a few beats, and then exhale through the mouth. And one last breath in, hold it at the top, and then exhale through your mouth. We are surrounded by the pure white light of divine source. We ask Archangel Michael to protect and guide us, and we call forth all of our angels, guides, beings of light, and Akashic Record Masters to assist us now to receive information of the highest truth, highest frequency of light and love, allowing us to receive exactly what we need for our greatest good and the greatest good of humanity. Thank you. So be it. And so we open ourselves as a group to the light. And that includes everyone who comes in later and all who watch this at another time. And with this light, we open ourselves to our truth. And with this light, we open ourselves to our soul's purpose. And with this light, we open ourselves to be guided toward our highest good and the highest good of all in divine love. And so this group is given the truth to best serve us on our healing journey into the love and acceptance that is most beneficial for all of us in this moment. And with this light and guidance, we unlock the energy field of this group to receive the record of our souls. The records are now open. And so our first question we have is Annie Bear, Linda, who is asking, I would appreciate an Akashic overview of the work we do together.
Hi, Annie Bear. Thanks for your question. The masters say that your work is really important, and working in groups is important for all of us, not just for you, but all of us need to learn to work in groups better, or need to be better. Let me start that over again. We are learning to be better at working in groups with less personal conflicts, ego conflicts, kind of thing that I mean. If you've ever had a job, the thing they'd like you to understand is that even though you may think you're a tiny speck in the whole universe, and you are, it's true, we're all tiny specks in the universe. I mean, look at us on a spinning ball of dirt and water, flying through space at, I don't know, what is it, 60,000 miles an hour, and flinging ourselves around the sun every year. We are tiny specks, and we are also all powerful because of our souls. The masters want you to know that your value is incalculable. The value of the work that you're doing with whatever groups you're involved with, the value of the work you are doing is critical. It's really important that you do this. It's, for one thing, it's your path. And for that reason alone, it's important. But there are echoes to the actions that you're taking. Ripples, not echoes, ripples to the actions that you're taking. And those ripples are going far, far into places that you can't even imagine. And that's the part that nobody understands, the part that we don't get to see from our human perspective. The masters say that our actions have far-reaching effects, and we just are not capable of seeing it. Every time they do this, they make me want to cry. They're sending you so much love. I am inundated with this wave of love and tenderness for you. I would send it to you wrapped up in a package if I could. But the love and the regard, they hold you in high regard and want you to be encouraged. And feel supported, to know that they support you in the work that you're doing, and your guides are supporting you, and you have a whole whack of ancestors behind you that are helping you as well. So, however discouraged you may feel, remember that you have an army of love behind you. I'm so moved by this.
Oh.
It's beautiful.
So moved by this, Annie Bear. Thank you. Thank you for asking this question.
Oh, thank you so much, Linda, for that beautiful, beautiful answer. And thank you, Annie Bear, for that. Yeah, the Akashic records the masters can be so moving from all that beautiful love. It is just pure love. And there's nothing like it. It's very, very moving. So, Diana, Randy's asking, what did I sign up for in this lifetime? Please and thank you.
Hello, Randy. I'm seeing you're a smithy. you're working, you're forging, you are creating keys, you unlock the gates, you segue for others on a clearer path. They're showing me Bridget, Bride, the smithy herself, and that you follow in her footsteps. Oh, I'm getting chills on this because the gates that you are opening are to release those who are trapped in the ruins. You've pulled out nails that are bent and straightened them for better use. I'm getting chills on this. This is something that you've done in a past lifetime, and it is repeating itself in this lifetime. It is in your history. And perhaps if you haven't already done a deep dive on Bride, you should, so that you'll have a better understanding of all that she represents, from Maiden Mother Crone to Keeper of the Light, Keeper of the Water. And now she's showing a journal that you should be writing all of these things down as you stumble upon new ways to resolve. And I believe that's all of it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was profound. Thank you. Thank you, Diana. So, Randy, thank you for your question.
Thank you.
And Jay Roberts for Viviane, I would love to get an Akashic reading. What is it that I need to know now?
Hi, Jay Roberts. Let's see what the master said. I need to know now. You are on the right path. You are happy to help others. Continue to follow your heart and be of service. The masters are always with you and they're proud of you. Oh my God, you are a healer. You are a healer. follow your hearts. That's what I got for you, Jay Roberts. That's what I got. Thank you, Jay Roberts.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Viviane. Thank you for that beautiful response. And for Jay Roberts, thank you for your question. And for Linda, we have Seal, who's asking, hello. I was wondering if the record masters can tell me if I was present when Chief Joseph gave his I will fight no more speech. Thank you.
Hi, Ciel, or Ciel. I don't know if you pronounce it the French way or not, which, as far as I'm concerned, is the correct way. Okay. Um, um, uh, I don't think you were present, but I think that someone very close to you was. I'm getting big chills. Like someone in your soul family, maybe not someone in your physical family, but it's just give me a second here, because I got a bunch of images and sounds. I have to try to make sense of it. So I see a small child with a group of people, a small child just out of toddlerhood, so maybe 4. I don't. They're not telling me that that's you. They're just showing me this child. Can you be more clear, please? Can you tell me? Just, is that Ciel or not? It's not you. It's someone you know and love in this life currently. Oh, okay. All right. So this is someone that you know and love in this life currently. I'm not getting any hints as to who it is. They're being very cagey with me on this question, and I apologize for that. But it's someone that you've had many lifetimes with, someone that you may have a relationship like siblings, where you're beating each other up and beating up anybody who says anything bad about the other, and so at times combative, but you absolutely have each other's backs, no questions asked for anything. And there's the argumentativeness or combativeness or sort of, jostling and shoving that hides a really deep and strong love that you have for each other, and you know each other really well. But yeah, no, it wasn't you. It was somebody that you're really, really close to, and I guess you've picked up on that, or you've somehow potentially read into their past life. Because that can happen spontaneously, I'm being told, which I didn't know. Okay. Yeah, that speech wasn't given in your presence, is the short answer.
Okay, that was wonderful.
Thanks for the question. That was really interesting to see that. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Ciel.
Yeah, thank you very much for that question, Ciel. And thank you, Linda, for that beautiful answer. And for Diana, we have Lori who's asking, if there is time, I would love my first Akashic reading. What, if any, is my past life relationship to healing and medicine?
Laurie. you help me with this, Lori? By telling me, showing me. Oh, you were a nurse, but a nursing order, like a nun during the days of World War I, working in triage. You're wearing the apron with the red cross on its chest, but you also have rosary bead at your waist. And though you're not wearing your full habit, you do have your head covered. Crucifix around your neck. And those cuffs that they used to wear to the elbow. And you were on the front lines, administering whatever care was necessary. From prayer, last rites, for you had the ability to do that, as well as administering medications, assisting with surgery. And it wasn't so far away from the times when homeopath was a part of the normal regimen. And you were, oh, I'm getting chills on this. You were like the authority on it. And now they're showing me the convent where you got your training and tended to an herb garden. And that was prior to World War I. So it was in that time frame. It's a sunny day. And I'm seeing France, Belgium, somewhere in that area. And that's it. That's what they've shown me.
Beautiful. Thank you, Diana. That was lovely. And thank you for that question, Lori.
Thank you, Lori.
So next for Viviane, we have Laura Hammond Davis. I feel like I'm ready to start a new chapter, but I don't have the first sentence. Any hints?
Okay. Hi, Laura. Let's see what we can get from your answers here. I first got do something creative, and then after that, the words AI came on, which is of course. Yeah, do something creative, possibly using AI. Believe in yourself. You're a fast learner. anything you start, that's new. You'll be good at it. So just go for it. That's
Okay.
what I'll do, Laura.
Thank you, Viviane. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
And thank you, Laura, for that beautiful question. And for Linda, we have Sonia who's asking, can you tell me if I was Native American before or was I Greek?
Hi, Sonia. Nice to see you. It's an interesting question because most people go through a variety of ethnicities in their past lives. Well, that I've seen so far. Okay, and gosh knows I'm not the expert about this, but my first. Well, let's see what the masters are kind of laughing and they're saying both. I see a Native American life in Quebec, or what we call today Quebec, just before the coming of the white man in like 1660, 70, 80 in there. And I see and the village wasn't where the village you lived in was further east along the St. Lawrence River, on the north side of the St. Lawrence, and it would have been like past Quebec City and maybe around Sept-Îles. So I don't know the name of the people who live there, the First Nations living there. I don't know their name. Abenaki, I'm hearing. Abenaki is okay. I don't know if that's accurate. And Greece, a long frickin' time ago, like marble carvings and robes and galleys rowed by slaves long time ago. Where you're dyeing things, there's color. There's color. Yeah. That's all I'm getting. Maybe a tanner or a dyer or something like that. But yeah, you were both.
That's awesome.
Sorry.
No, that was great. Thank you, Linda. And
Thanks.
thank you for that. That was great. And Sonia, thank you for the question. And for Diana, we have Beck, who's saying, here's my good question. I've had leg pain since I was a child. Is this past life stuff?
Oh, yes. Yes, Beck. Hello. Yes, it is. You were building a cathedral. I see you working on a flying buttress. And you fell from there down to a scaffolding. And when you hit that, it broke the fall that saved your life. They're showing me your right leg. Is it your right leg? Oh, left leg. Why are they showing me your right leg? It's nerve damage in your spine that is creating the issue in your left leg because of this injury that was to your right leg. So it's in the tailbone. Something in your tailbone.
Mm.
That you got up and continued to work when you shouldn't have.
Mm.
That you should have taken time to heal, but you needed to work, as so many did back then, for God in glory. Thank you, Beck.
Okay, thank you, Diana, and thank you, Beck, for that question. And for Viviane, Twin Mom is asking, thank you for all these readings. And I wanted to know if my chronic pain condition could be caused from something in my past life.
Okay. Hi, Twin Mom. Yes. What is the connection with the leg, the chronic pain with the past life? I get that there was like a boating accident that you had in a past life that is related to this. On a boat and there was an accident and obviously you're injured and this is what's happening in a past life because you still have this, still carrying this pain from it. This is what I was gonna get. Yeah, I got boating accident in the legs. So I don't know if she's if the pain that she has it's related to it's in her legs or not. Not secret either. Yeah, you're very adventurous and you hurt yourself in a boat in a boating accident, and then I got legs. I don't know if it makes any sense for you now, but this is what I got.
Thank you, Viviane. That was a lot. Thank you for
Thank you.
that. And thank you, Twin Mom, for that question. And we have Timber Body or Linda. Did I have another life in the 1900s?
Hi, Timbervati. um, well, your last life ended in the 1900s, but it started in the 1800s, and it ended around the time of the First World War, maybe just after the First World War. So yes and no. Yeah, you did live part of your life in the 20th century, but it ended more than 100 years ago. So, yeah. Was there more to the question that I'm missing, you guys? Do you want to know more about that life? Okay, let me look. Female teacher. In a village in Europe. In Europe? Okay, I'm not certain about where. It's a village, and I'm looking around, and okay. Masters, please just tell me where this is. Don't make me guess. Yes, Europe. Somewhere in the Balkans, in the mountains, heavily forested area. People are very poor, and it's you have food from the forest, so you have animals to eat, you have meat, and people have cows and chickens and pigs, and but a horse is incredibly expensive, and nobody in the village has a horse. They use oxen to drive carts and to plow the fields. And it's a happy life. You're content. You have enough, you're very content with your work with the children of the village, teaching them to read and write, and they all leave school by the time they're 10, and that's a pity, but you get it. And yeah. Oh, during World War I, you were helping soldiers escape. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Now they tell me. You were helping prisoners or soldiers, or somebody was trying to escape Germans who were in the area. I don't know. I mean, I don't know enough about the history to be able to be really accurate about this. And but there were Germans in the area, and you were part of a cell of resistors who got people. Oh, it's the same old story. There were partisans of your ethnic group who had to be gotten out of the reach of the Germans, and you were part of the group that helped that happen. Okay, and that was pretty much your life was set up to be able to save those people. That was your choice to do with that life, and to help the people in the village. You were the one. Oh, here's something interesting. You were the one who did people's reading and writing for them. So when they got a letter, they brought it to you to read, and you were held in very, very high regard by the people in the village, even though you were a woman. I'm sorry. People, what can I say? I'm reading it from them. This is, they look at you and go, oh my, she's wonderful. She's great. And she's so smart, even though she's a woman. That's what they're saying. I'm not making this up. But yeah, there you go, Timbervati.
That was great. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Timbervati, for that question.
Great question. Yeah.
No, it was a great question. So for Diana, Katie's asking, what is my Akashic history with my friend Brendan?
So I'm being shown two things. quickly. They came in with these two things really fast. The first one was the Titanic.
Mhm.
And you were down in steerage together. And unfortunately, that's where you lost your lives together. And I think you were his child. That because they're showing me as you as a youngster.
Mm.
And he is older. And now they're taking me way back to Mesopotamia. They're also saying these are not the only two lives you've had together, but this is where it began. And that was the most recent where it ended, was at the Titanic. So they're showing me the two spectrums. So in Mesopotamia, you were followers of Zoroastrianism. And you were high up. You were prophets. You were both men. And you were scribes or you prophets and spoke the word, and the word was heard. Yeah, that's what I've gotten, Katie.
That was great, Diane. Thank you. And Katie, thank you for your question. And for Viviane, we have Astrid is asking, I would like an Akashic record reading with who I was before this life. Why do I have such a hard time in love? I feel like if I'm good in other areas of my life. So,
Hi, Astrid. I get that she asked here about a past life. Regarding a past life, she had a past life in Germany as a soldier. Let's see what else I can get here. Last life at war. I get that the reason that you have a hard time in your love life is because of the lessons you chose to learn in this lifetime. I get love will find you, but you chose you chose many lessons to learn in this lifetime regarding love. So this is why experiencing some challenges in your love life, the love will find you. So I hope this helps. That's great. Thank you.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Viviane. That's great, Astrid. Thank you for that great question. And for Linda, we have Water Bearer who is asking, would like to know if I have a past life where I lost a sibling because of my carelessness.
Hi, Water Bearer. Oh, what a painful question. The short answer is apparently yes. And about on a farm with like horse-drawn farm tools. So horse-drawn combines. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but there was such a thing, and it was in use. They were in use even up to like the 1930s here on the prairies in Canada. I see a horse-drawn something or other. You're very young. You're maybe 11, and you're managing this team of 2 horses pulling this thing that's like kind of spiky and like really, really freaking dangerous for a little kid to be driving, honestly. Like, but I know we all do what we have to do, and farming is a really hard life. It certainly was in those days. A small child, like maybe 4, comes running out, but you don't see them, and you can't hear them over the rattling of the machinery, so you don't hear the shouts, and it's too late.
Not your fault.
Ay, ay, ay. And you are, it was purely accidental. It was not, you were not careless. I am seeing no carelessness. I'm seeing, and I'm not hearing about it from the masters. They're not showing me any carelessness, and they're not saying anything about you looked away at the worst possible moment. They're not saying anything like that. They're just showing me the circumstances. And yes, you were driving that death trap of a plow or whatever it was. I mean, I know we say this a lot, that it was meant to happen, that it was part of the life contract and all that, but it doesn't make it less painful. And it doesn't make it, it doesn't lessen the arrow to our hearts when grief hits us like this. You weren't careless. You lost a sibling, but it wasn't because you were being a jerk or you threw them, off the roof or something like that. It was nothing to do with you. Anybody driving that thing, that machinery, it could happen to them. It was not personal. It was not yours. It was not your responsibility. Beyond driving the machinery, it was not your responsibility at all. At all. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Thank you, Linda. And thank you, Water Bearer, for that tough question.
Yeah, thank you, Water Bearer.
So Lisa is for Diana. I have a
Lisa.
epilepsy with anxiety. Did I carry these challenges from a past life?
Yes, and what they're showing me is that you had a head injury. And we're back to horse-drawn carriage. And this is early 1800s on a cobblestone road. So England.
Mm. Mm.
And you had gotten twisted up between the horse's hooves and then the wheel, under a wheel. And your neck, it didn't break, but there's nerve damage. And that nerve damage is still riding with you. And does your anxiety make you want to turn your head to the left? Because it's showing me that you were in this kind of position. I don't know if you can see me. Like you were trapped like this as the wheel went over you. Under the horse's hooves, you were rolling. And then you were like this when the wheel went over. Not quite on your neck, more around your shoulder blades. But they stopped and you were in between the two wheels. They weren't very wise about stabilization back in those days.
Mm.
So, of course, they just pulled you out. And it was a rainy situation. The streets were wet, things were slippery. And how this occurred was you slipped. Somebody bumped into you, you slipped and fell, and that's how you got trampled.
Mm.
Lise, I'd like to know if you always want to turn your head to the left when you feel a bout coming on.
Well, she's not responding right now, so yeah. 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 Everybody's getting goosebumps over that one.
I'm looking for her too.
They're all like,
Oh, here she goes. Wow, Diana, my
oh,
shoulders
yeah, there it
are
is.
always hunched.
Yes. Okay.
I've
Yeah.
been hating stairs now too. My honeymoon, England, I turn my head, yes.
There you go. Yes. Yeah.
And it quite possibly, I mean, sort of the spell has kind of broken, so I don't know for sure that you were on this honeymoon. Hating stairs. In this life, you're hating stairs
Mm-hmm.
because that tumbling sensation overcomes you.
Mm-hmm.
May I suggest whomever you feel is making you anxious over stairs, turn it around, make them the guardian of the stairs.
Oh,
Ooh. That's powerful.
that is powerful. I'm getting the chills.
They need a job.
Oh, man.
They're an imp that used to live in the house.
Wow.
Turn it around, make them your guardian.
I love it.
Mm. Thank you, Lisa.
Okay. Thank you, Diana, and thank you, Lisa. That was a powerful question. And for Viviane, we have Cheryl who's saying, hello, ladies. I would like to know what past lives I may have had with my father who raised me. Thanks.
Okay. Hi, Cheryl. I get that you had a past life that he was your brother. And let me see what else. And I also get that you're husband and wife in a previous life too. And also siblings in previous lives. That's what I got. That's what I got for you, Cheryl.
Okay. Thank you so much, Viviane. That was great.
Thank you.
Cheryl, thank you for your question. This is our last question for Linda. Carl's asking, I was born February 11th, 1971. Can you please tell me if I'll achieve my goals? Well, I'm going to assume that you're asking, will I achieve my life plan that I signed up to come in and do? That would make him about 52. So,
Hi, Carl. You're just a couple of years older than my oldest son. You have, okay, here come the masters. You have free will. And they're telling me that you know what your life path is. You may not be so clear on the details, but you know what it is. You know, you have that. You have that mission in your heart. And there's nothing in your way. I'm not. They're not giving me any blocks or anything that you're subjected to that would prevent you from reaching your goals. And I'm talking about goals like learning more about love and learning how to live with somebody not loving you, and you love them, that kind of thing. Taking rejection, accepting rejection. Your life lessons, basically. Those are your goals, are your life lessons. Because the masters they don't care what kind of job you have. They don't care where you live. I mean, they do, but they don't. These aren't really the questions that they're concerned with. They're concerned with how your soul is growing and if you are learning the lessons. And what I'm being told is that, yeah, you're on the path. You're learning the lessons that you came here to learn, that you set out to learn. it's not a question of achievement because you never stop learning. So go on your way. Go on your way, my son. Any ex-Catholics in the audience, you'll get that.
Yeah. I mean, I get that just from sitting in Catholic church during the holidays. So thank you.
Be at peace. You're fine. You're learning, you're doing what you're supposed to do. Pay attention to your heart, pay attention to your soul. It would be beneficial for you. It would be okay, here comes some more. It would be beneficial for you to meditate and to have some time where your mind is still. And it would also be beneficial for you to pay attention to your body's real needs and not just, eating pizza. Oh, I love pizza. Like I hate when I hear messages like that. But to make sure that you're taking care of your body in a healthy way. So, take that as however it feels to you. But other than that, they don't really have any advice for you. Just look after your body and make sure that you have some time in your mind, some time of stillness in your mind daily.
That sounds great.
Good luck to you, Carl.
Yeah, thank you so much, Linda, and thank you, Carl, for that. And so we're at a closing point. So stick around. We're going to do our healing and clearing. And then close the records. But I just want to say, you can book readings with all these beautiful ladies. Down below in our description is the contact information, and they all do fabulous Akashic record readings. And so I highly encourage you to go get a full and complete reading, which includes huge clearing and wonderful information. You're never going to be the same after that, as you can kind of tell from these sessions that we have that are like mini sessions.
He's absolutely right.
Who wants to do the clearing for the group? You want to do it, Dan?
I will. If no one else is volunteering, I will.
All right, go for it.
Okay. So as Val had opened the show, let's close with taking first 3 deep breaths, just the way she did it. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Again. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Once more. Inhale. Hold. Release. Give it an extra shove. Please place us in a steady stream of divine white light, the white light of divine guidance, grace. Then wrap Michael's bubble of protection around us that shrinks to fit as we step into the healing teal green orb of Raphael that floats and shares and spreads, transfers the divine white light, the white light of divine guidance and grace. So mote it be.
So mote it be. That was beautiful, Diana. Thank you. So with that, we're going to close the records. That was powerful. Whew. So I would like to close by thanking the light for the truth. I would like to close by thanking the light for the healing energy, and I would like to close by thanking the light for the guidance and compassion toward our soul's purpose. And with this, we lock the records of this group and all in this group who watch at a future time. The records are now closed. So thank you all for being here. Thank you, wonderful readers, Linda de Gonzalez, Diana Bowles, and Viviane Heller. Thank you so much for your beautiful readings. Go to their channels, like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment. Give it a day or so for this to upload to their channels, and then go and like, subscribe, leave a comment, and don't forget, their information is below. And a full Akashic record reading is an unbelievable gift to yourself. And you can also buy a reading as a gift and gift it to someone for Christmas if you're running out of things to do. This is a beautiful gift to someone in your family or a friend. So thank you so much for being here, everyone. And we are sending our love to you all. And we'll see you next time. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you all.